Hello everyone, my name is Minkwarrior, and we're back playing Alone with You, a sci-fi romance adventure. On the last episode, we were looking at the Colony B, and it's a state of disarray with all the rubble and the things that are happening. So I found the room that we need to go to next in order to find the last part. I think it's here in the main server room. Now, let's see if the spanner you took will work on this door. Oh, sorry, the microphone wasn't in my face. Alright, so I hope you heard me that. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry to say you've scanned the body of Maintenance Chief William King. Judging by the remains, he sustained several life-threatening injuries. However, the position of the body suggests that somehow he brought himself to that room. Despite his condition, he must have really wanted to accomplish something. Besides Mr. King, there is a small children's book. Its cover depicts any idyllic farm scene in watercolor. In the scene, a girl with a reddish hair is surrounded by several animals. A goat, a pig, and a sheep are lying down, as if they're sleeping. Is that... Oh, okay. Servers are accessible. Alright, so let's try first with... This server rack has a small LED readout that depicts a sort of stylized goat. Do you want to put the server in? No. Wait. Okay. Color is surrounded a goat, pig, and a sheep. Goat. Okay. So that did what? Did you hear that? It sounds like a modified distress signal from William King. Short and set to repeat. It's difficult to make out, so I'll read it to you. To W, things are bad here. I'm afraid not much time now. Hoping you... This over there, oxygen is low. You're smart, strong, you were right to leave. Tong is something new, but it's too late, too much is compromised. Goodbye, Alice. I'm afraid the transmission cuts off there and only sounds of rumbling and shouting can be heard. What an unfortunate end for Mr. King. He appears to have used his last moments to contact someone. I wonder if he was successful. Oh, take a look. I think the server rack on the south end of the room is open now. South end? Oh, that 3D stabilization system gives me the reference I need to construct something similar for our ship. It will help keep the thrusters steady. Alright, we've successfully found everything we need for today. Please let's not stick around any longer than we have to. You should come on home. Anything else? You said something about accessible. No. All you sleep. All you sleep. Hey, you sleep. All of you sleep forever. And we found everything. We found everything we need. Get out of here. Grazing. Oh, sorry. Nothing to see here. I'm out of here. I fear that was not the worst of it. There was so much damage and death, but we need to get working on those thrusters, so come back right away. Yes, Mother. Currently inaccessible. Returning back to Colony A with my wonderful machine. It floats. What's the story gonna be now? It's too bright. Excellent work. You've been successful at every mission so far. This is really going to help us. Come see me as usual so I can process these findings and plan our next move. Our next move, our next move. Oh, I'll go to that later. Alright, we must synchronize our data with the artificial intelligence core. Sync mission data. And then go talk to Pierre Tong later on. Do you hear the storm outside? I hear it. I thought you might. The wind was really picked up and it's getting increasingly hostile out there. The weakening of the planet has caused a violent new storm system to come our way. This wind is just the beginning. You should still be able to have one of your extracurricular meetings, but if I believe your safety is compromised, I'll have to shut things down. Since you went to Colony B, you'll be able to visit Mr. Tong in the holo-sim chamber tonight. Be mindful this evening. I would hate to see our last remaining home damage the way Colony B was. Hey, okay. I'm gonna go to bed now. I don't wanna wait for my life to... Oh no, like, we can't sing. I don't want to wait for life over, la la la. And we go Betty bye-bye. Rest for a while. Please wake up, we may not have much time tonight. What? I was hesitant to let you go into the chamber, but the storm has calmed a bit and I didn't want you to miss out. I know how much these visits mean to take to the hologram, so as long as you don't take too long, it should be okay. But when your meeting is over tonight, please head straight to your quarters. I fear this storm may get worse again any minute. Stay safe tonight. Okay, I'll just go to bed. Wonder what Pierre Tong has to say anyway. Wow, let's go out. I wanna go to the storm. Chamber. Oh, goodness. Time for Tong. Am I screaming? Well, hey there. Where is it? TB told me about you and your physical. And how are you holding up? Me too, and it's nice to finally meet you. I've just been working away here in my little simulated office. Listen, I hope you can help me out. As I work in here, I realize I have so many gaps in my memory, and it's frustrating. You probably know that at some point, the real me left Colony B. After that, the AI couldn't keep an updated image on me, so I don't know what I did. I'm worried about what happened. I mean, did I abandon everyone? It's all I can think about here. So please, what did I see out there today? Bodies. Damn it! I remember what happened when the Rift event killed so many people. We were all shocked. I took it badly, you know. I know that. I had drones working to recover bodies for a while. We couldn't really spare the resources, but people wanted that closure. I just don't think I wanted to see them. Every body we found was like a personal failure, and without our connection to a F4B/3B, we couldn't communicate with our facility. We started to feel hopeless. I could tell some of the workers started to think differently about me then. I was stressed, overworked, but I guess we all were. The place was chaos. It was around then that I started to feel that perhaps I wasn't as well equipped for the job as I thought. What else did you see out there today? Destruction! That was awful. The Rift event disrupted most of our facilities all at once. It was a huge struggle to keep them running. We lost dozens of drones and, well, more than a few workers. Good people too. Engineers and supervisors. I had to step in to fill the gaps. But there was only so much I could do. You know, I thought people would be able to pick themselves up, move on to stay alive. But not everyone could. Especially me. I was very close to the resource manager Jean Lumumba back then. but the destruction affected even our relationship. We have very differing opinions on how to deal with things, you know, and I think our fight is probably a big reason I took off. I'm sorry. Be empathetic. We were both very stubborn. I don't know how we ever got along in the first place. Being so pig-headed, but that's not an excuse. What else did you see out there today? Lots of dots. Please, the AI seems reluctant to talk about it, and I can't get answers. I just want to know what happened after I left. Dealing with the deceased and wounded put enough strain on our resources as it was, but our connection to AF4B-3B was cut as well. That meant we had no contact with Colony A, your facility, and after a long while without outside contact, things were dire. I recall sitting in my office one night, the real version of the simulator room. I was completely defeated. But I was supposed to be the director, you know? I had to get it together, put on a good face, so I carried on as best I could. Being the person that everyone is counting on isn't easy, isn't it? I mean, you know it is. You know this now. You're all that's left of this mess. But I'm beginning to see you're the kind of person who can deal with stress. It's actually kind of comforting. But what if we weren't dealing with all this? Stay back on Earth. Any hobbies? Music! There were a lot of colonists who used music to help them through the crisis. Some of them even started a band, if I remember correctly. Listen, I know our time here is limited, and you've been going on and I've been going on and on. But you coming here to spend time means a lot to me, and I appreciate you listening. But there must be something I can actually help with. Anything you want me to know more about? The schematics. What are these schematics? I seem to recall something I was working on, but not clearly. Let's see. Yawning. These are definitely mine, but if I had access to network systems, I would have used them. Why would I have hand-drawn these? Unless I may have drawn these after the Rift event. They look like they were for a new way to reduce fuel usage in the thrusters for takeoff. I'd like to believe I was still trying to help out the survivors. I don't want to think that I just gave up on them. More importantly though, you might be able to use these yourself. If you find any more schematics like these, please bring them to me. What else can we discuss? It's asleep now, isn't it? I almost feel bad talking about it. Talk about it behind its back. Oh, that's the AI. I can tell you more, sure. I didn't design the AI. That was another engineer back on Earth. But I sure came to enjoy its company with insights once we arrived here. The neat thing about AF4B-3B is that it's so powerful. Given the resources, it can be paying attention to almost everyone on the colony at once. It's like everyone had a friend at their side, though I guess not everyone saw it that way. Some colonists never gelled with the AI. I think part of the reason... I think I'm sleepy. I think part of the reason was that we didn't give it a more human name. It ended up being less relatable than Hudson Cartier hoped. Come to think of it, I can't even remember what its name means anymore. Most people just gave it their own nickname. It didn't seem to mind. We were all stuck in here. Just having the AI with you out there must be some comfort, at least. The companionship is important. What else can we discuss? Escape ship. If I was very focused, I would have already asked that first question. I'll give you that. Sure, I can tell you a little more about the ship. There were only 2 ships in the project, 1 in each colony. We couldn't bring more with us. They were complex. They were complex, delicate, and cumbersome. When the Rift event tore our colony apart, the first thing I checked was the escape ship. It was a complete loss. I was horrified. Some of the colonists thought we should be putting resources and drones towards building more escape ships after we were up and running smoothly. I could understand that, but we couldn't afford it. It took everything just to process the planet's resources to run the terraforming operation. The escape ships weren't meant as large-scale lifeboats. They could only fit a few people. But that's more than enough for you and the AI. You're going to succeed. I know it, and I promise you I'll do everything I can to help. Well, listen, it's late, and you shouldn't eat up too many of the facility's cycles on this visit. You need to get back out there tomorrow. I thank you for stopping by. I hope I'm able to provide some insight into what happened, if you can though. I must have tried to help people out. I have to believe that. If you find any more schematics and proof that I tried to help, please let me know. I will! That's what I like to hear. Until next time, I'll be waiting. He's just like leaning on the servers. And we're done here. Curious about. We still have time. I'm curious about tomorrow. What's gonna happen on day 5? La 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 la. Inaccessible. Why won't you let me? I thought it was open world. I want to explore more. This facility must be falling apart. I think I'm sleepy. That's why I keep on a haircut. Sorry. My sincerest apologies. Now, see, just the thought of him going to sleep now makes me want to sleep as well. Alright, put your helmet down as well. Day 5! Ooh, look at that. The facility is beautiful. Maybe we're going somewhere else now. It's weird. Alarm didn't sound off. Wake up! I hate to be the bearer of bad news so early, but I think we have a problem. What's up? The storm I mentioned moved in very quickly and violently. While you were sleeping, it passed directly through here. The colony suffered some damage. You probably heard quite a din. Colony is mostly intact. It was a close call. I'm afraid you won't be able to set out anywhere today. But it's just too dangerous outside. I need your help here. We need to make sure our equipment is still operational. Please come with me. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Holy crappers! It's getting worse. As you can see, this is a real mess. You're lucky that your room is unscathed. In any case, I've unlocked the ship hangar. I need you to go and make sure the ship is okay. Oh my god! What a mess. Oh boy. Okay, the hangar doesn't seem too bad. I hope the ship is alright. Alright. Okay. Wait, before we check that. Okay, sorry, I didn't turn that off immediately. Okay, there we go. The thruster casings appear to be intact. The booster shell looks undisturbed as well. I don't detect any loose components. Well, that's good. The escape ship appears to be okay. That's such a relief. Next, let's make sure the shuttle is still functioning. Leave the hangar and go south to inspect the shuttle. Yokai desu. Am I Japanese here? Iko. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, let's see what we have here. Nothing impacted the shuttle itself, and the bay looks unharmed. Great, okay, the shuttle is still functional. We can send you out on missions again later. Now let's just confirm the holo-sim chamber hasn't taken any damage. Head to the chamber out there, please. Wow. Well, it's still on standby mode. My own connection suggests no degradation or loss of data. Everything else checks out too. That's a relief. We managed to make it through this quite unscathed. We should be thankful. Still, the storm is still out there and we can't go anywhere today. You might as well head back to your quarters. What? You gonna let me sleep through this disaster? Okay. Okay. Want me to go now? What? Why can't you let me go wherever I want to? Why do you trap me here? I don't even have entertainment. I'm gonna sleep? Rest for a while, okay. We still have time. What now? How many hours were I sleeping? I have some news for you. Okay, tell me. Hit me. You must have been exhausted and you fell asleep and you have been here all day. I'm sure you need it, so I didn't bother you. I completed all my internal system checks. Thankfully, colony's intact for now. We should be able to get you out there again tomorrow, but I know today has been a particularly stressful day, and well... I was hoping to do this another time, but considering today's events, I just couldn't wait. For what? My surprise, of course, and since you couldn't go out today, what better time? You see, I noticed how much more at ease you've been since getting how to spend time with the hologram creations. And to be honest, they seem to be benefit from the interaction you've been having, even though they're merely simulations. I prepared a special program for you inside the hall chamber, purely extracurricular. Well, you have been working so hard, I didn't want to expire prematurely, so this meant as a fun diversion. With whom would you like to spend, Amanda? You know, I think Jean Lumumba needs the attention. I'll go with Jean, I guess. I'm sure he's looking forward to it. Or she! Alright, so, but I have to end this episode here. Thanks for watching. Because I remember on a few episodes back that Jean Lumumba wanted me to visit her often. I'm not quite sure if that impacts or has consequences with the other holo-sims, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. And we'll continue that on the next episode. This is Minkwarrior, and I'm out of here.